Hello everyone and welcome back to PolyNerdic Plays The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is going to be another 30-minute installment while I wait on the last of my laundry to dry. Thank you for waiting patiently, those that did, while I dealt with my uniforms get wrinkled, so I had to put them away right away. But we're back at it now. And we're going to do this half hour. Then I got to go deal with my towels. And then we'll be back to finish out the rest of the stream without interruption, hopefully, as I'll have all my tasks done while we play Witcher 3 here. We're running around town. For those of you who didn't watch the previous installment, running around town, looking at Dandelion's various contacts, talking to them about, you know, where is he, what's he up to, what did he talk to them about. We've met a cross-dressing elf, a school teacher, a laundry woman, which is fitting since I was doing laundry. And then now we're heading to see someone named Molly. Most interesting thing that's happened in this stretch is we heard some interesting descriptions of what happened when a dude was set to the executed on a fire. Let's see. Actual. Oh damn! Is that 100% interest? Fuck went. Keep that one. Alright. Time to find Molly. What do we got here? Keep me from talking to Molly.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter.
Hey, she knows him.
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt
Vegelbud?
could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the
excuse me.
races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then.
Amuses me to no end that almost every woman in this game has fairly large breasts. Even the ones that aren't quote-unquote romantic possibilities. And most of the women typically have their tits out. Definitely some male fantasy shit going on here. But that's The Witcher, man. He hooks up with a lot of women. That's why that libido question was funny in the schoolhouse. Vegelbuds.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Gray's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Shit.
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
The black's your favorite? Let's see what a Nilfgaardian stallion's made of.
I'll not race. However, I will wager on a winner. The grey mare's my choice.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zerrikanian Bay. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Not what I wanted to do, but whatever.
Riders, ready!
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
Move it!
Sizable lead here.
Don't spare the horse.
You have to, man.
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
Whew, that's close. Cut that one close.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That
God, he looks pasty
is
as hell.
yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find
She
us
doesn't
when
look
you're
portly.
ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Another drifter into Temeria. Sick of it all.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Kairan by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Alright, we learned something.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks. And good luck to you on your search.
I'm just glad to talk to somebody that didn't have yellow eyes for a change. How far out of town are we? Not too far. A lot of the world I haven't seen yet. Interesting. Alright. Separate stairs for nobility up here.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad, Benny.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Interesting.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
This morning, my brother came back from the market with news.
Ah, Geralt. What can I do for you?
This guy's kind of annoying.
Big changes afoot in the Empire.
You've no notion? The Emperor summoned you. He only ever summons with reason. It's clear he seeks his daughter.
You know a lot.
I must. I am my father's son.
What's your father got to do with this?
He is close to the Emperor. And knows the opposition. Knows they press for abdication. Ceding the throne to Cyrilla, it's the best the Emperor can do. But, as is known, an Empress needs an Emperor at her side. My father will ensure the right man is chosen.
Farewell.
That's some nefarious shit there. Is there new stuff on here that I didn't see before?
Back again, Rivian trap.
What?
I bid you a cool farewell. Don't be brash.
They'll just punch you in the face.
But even the temple guards afraid to go out nights.
I'm not sure I understand. I chased the pains all the way to the garden.
Did you catch him?
No luck. Driving and slippery, the bugger, as quick as a tomcat. Scrambled out the hole in the back wall.
Sounds like it might have been an acrobat.
Maybe so. Both misses are fond of
Ah!
I need a way in.
Pam, param, pam, pam, param.
Well, there's no reason why he couldn't grab that. He jumps high enough to.
Like it here.
I doubt you know many rolled chords.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. Yet another.
Just wonderful.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Not good.
I'm doing horribly. Suppose I should hit circle instead of square to dodge. Oh, that was rough. Well, drink another water. We got plenty of them. I'm hoping this is the way in and I'm not wasting my time. Of course, the fucking water hag.
There's something here.
Oh shit. I'm a dead man. Stand back here a minute. Hey guys. Phew. Alright. I'm not doing good at the combat. Not doing good at the combat at all. Alright. Let's meditate for a minute. Get my health back. Interesting. Place to sleep. Too bad sleeping isn't a thing you can do in the game to just replenish your your shit. Well, wait, hold on. Maybe. A dead guy?
Interesting.
It's for Rosa, that's who I'm looking for. Poor fella. In love with a noble lady. Hey, my...
Fancy men like me, whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
My damn hunch was right.
Archer to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, sugar puss, before I report this to Papa.
I'm glad my hunch was right. It's almost like I've played a video game before. So how do I get in? I have successfully snuck it around. Isn't there a Doctor Who reference in? I think it's in one of the DLC involving the Weeping Angels. Oh, here we go.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
Gonna follow you to...
realise what you've gotten yourself into?
Hope so, too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. And the ambassador, follow me.
This... Dwarves are like moles. Ah. There we go.
Oh. You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Also, I'm gonna have to fight this woman before I can talk to her. I wonder what fucking action's not allowed in combat that I keep hitting.
Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your soul.
Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
What?
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes, yes.
Ah,
In the
she's
garden.
crazy.
So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Okay, the one I talked to wasn't her.
You'll never learn.
Wonder what I'm doing that's not allowed.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Wish you would keep the fucking camera centered on her instead of making me have to manually do it.
Stop floating and fight! Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Drat it! You're quick!
Oh, she got me.
Well, if you're not an instructor, there should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds
See.
whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden.
Yeah, I already figured that out.
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Exactly.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
So somebody's gonna take
Emperor
it.
continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Changing subjects. Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
How's here tomorrow? Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Sister does not approve. His shirt magically popped back on. Alright. Gonna take a break right here. See to my laundry. Grab a bite to eat. And then I'll be back with more of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Thank you for watching up to this point. I'm going to actually shut the stream down this time instead of leaving it running. And I'll fire up a new one when I come back. While I'm gone, make sure you check out @PolyNerdic on Twitter, PolyNerdic on Facebook, PolyNerdic.wordpress.com, PolyNerdic on YouTube if you're watching this on Twitch, Twitch.tv/PolyNerdic if you're watching this on YouTube. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. See you next time in just a little while with more of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.